Hello, this is a review for Caribbean Escape by Bath & Body Works candles, and I just wanted to review it tonight for you. This is one of their 3-wick candles that they're so well known for. It's a beautiful pink wax. I just wanted to give a few of my thoughts real briefly. First of all, the color is to die for. Absolutely beautiful. I figured that it was kind of an interesting color until I remembered that they talked about having raspberry nectar and tropical melons and that sort of thing in this candle. So that's probably why they picked the color. This is one of their 14.5-ounce candles. And I don't burn a lot of Bath & Body Works candles, for those of you that know me. There's not really any reason for that other than I just usually really like to go for the value for my candle dollar, and I have found over the years, well, more than just that though in this case, I think that if I compare it say to Yankee Candle, over the years I have felt like Yankee Candle with a large jar on sale, I can get quite a bit more value for my dollar. But over time, you know, sometimes a Yankee can let me down, just like anyone can, I suppose, but any company can, you know, but Caribbean Escape is a good little candle. There's a lot of good points about it. So let me get into that a little bit. First of all, I'm going to just talk about the label. The label is to die for. Absolutely gorgeous. It makes me want to be there right now or sooner. In the leaves of these this palm tree, it had like a little bit of sunlight as it was, but now the candlelight is like making that glow. That only helps. Oh my gosh. So in that sense, it's just a beautiful, relaxing candle for the ambiance. This candle has a beautiful wax pull going. Very even, no blackening, no sooting. There's a very little tiny bit of little black specks inside where maybe, you know, parts of the wick have fallen off. That's not too bad though. And so considering you don't need an Aluma-Lit or anything, this burn is exquisite. It's perfect. Nothing wrong with it. It's just that it will burn pretty quickly. Within a few days, you can burn one of these candles down. And that's okay. Like if you have a short span of time in which to burn, it's nice because you can get quick scent into your living space. You can, you know, get quite a bit of light and a lot of throw from your candle. So you get to enjoy it immediately. So it's kind of like a quick reward, quick returns kind of candle. Whereas some candles you're kind of burning more for the long haul. Let me describe the scent of this candle as Bath & Body Works describes it. It says, dive into this blend of tropical melon and tart raspberry nectar, mellowed by creamy coconut milk, and you'll be swimming in the beauty of the Caribbean. And that's kind of interesting. I've never heard of raspberry nectar, but I think I know what they mean. Creamy coconut milk. I don't really get a lot of coconut. I do get some melon. Now, not knowing what I could, you know, was thinking at first of the scent, which by the way, I was very wary of burning this. Even though I bought 2 of these, as you might have seen in my last review, after I got it, it was then, because I didn't have the time beforehand, I then went and looked at a review and somebody did not like this candle. Not at all. And I thought, oh dear, what have I gotten myself into? And that's probably why they're on such a clearance and whatnot. So I thought, well, we'll see what you get. As it stands, I paid, I think, gosh, like $4.50 before tax and shipping. So that's like next to nothing to try out a Bath & Body Works candle, which I'm loving in every way almost. I think the scent is what I'll focus on next here. I did ask my husband, I go, what do you think this smells like? He goes, I don't know. And he thought about it and he goes, I think it smells like cherry chapstick. And I kind of laughed because I go, you think? I go, because I've always loved cherry chapstick. If you look at this on the side, I hope this wasn't the influential thing here, is it looks exactly kind of almost like a cherry chapstick color. That's a crack up. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, he's kind of right. I would just put a little additional note on that and say, it kind of does smell like cherry chapstick with a dash of melon, a good dose of melon added. So cherry melon chapstick. If some of you guys like chapstick, that's a good thing. And I think it's actually not a bad description because I get a little bit of a waxy scent, but that's not horrible. It's not horrible. I would just say it's not an overly elegant blend or anything. It's not like a super complex blend of candle, but it's not horrible and it is pleasant. So you'll smell melon. You'll smell kind of a cherry, which maybe I'm mistaking for the raspberry there. I don't really get a coconut, and I do love coconut, so I kind of regret that. But I also don't think if you try to throw too much more in here, it would help it. It's just a nice, pleasant little candle. I think it does a little bit of, home fragrancing, if that's what you're going for. I may not get it again, but I think I'm glad I tried it. Just the little bit of feeling of getting away, like this little view right here. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Especially when you live in the Midwest and you don't get a beach very often, or palm trees, or an ocean view, and all that. So that's all well and good. I'm glad I tried this. It does say that it will burn approximately 25 to 45 hours. So that's several burns depending on how long you burn it all day or not. This is the kind of candle, ever since one of my 3-wick candles I got from a discount store, I think it was a Tommy Bahama candle, completely caught fire in my house. Absolutely a terrifying event. I'm always a little nervous about burning 3 wicks, which I know that's just a personal issue with me. That doesn't mean all candles are going to do that, but that candle should not have done that. And it was a beautiful pineapple-y, tropical, coconutty candle that smelled amazing. Tommy Bahama. It kind of looked just like this. But when they say do not leave a candle unattended, they mean it. And it turned into a huge event. I had oh gosh, since I'm going there, if you guys can click out of the video if you want, I'm going to tell you the story real quick. Let me see if I can do this. Oh gosh, my husband would tease me that I'm going into a storytelling mode. Okay, try to picture right the whole width of this, flames shooting up. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this, 2 feet into the air. The whole pool of wax was on fire. And this isn't fair to be doing this in a Bath & Body Works video, so I kind of acknowledge that and sorry. But my house almost caught on fire. If that had been anywhere near, that was in the bathtub or on the edge of a bathtub that had plenty of room. If it was closer to towels, oh my God, or anything, it would have just caught fire. So I screamed that somebody please bring the fire extinguisher. I'm not kidding, because it was a torch. It was like a torch, the full width of the candle, going for literally the whole width, flames, a gushing of flames. It was just, I cannot explain it. It was horrifying, absolutely horrifying. And so I think I scared the family half to death. And then my oldest son ran upstairs God, with a fire extinguisher, and he's pulling out the pin, and I'm like, oh my God, right there, right there. And he's sprayed the heck out of it, and then the whole thing completely exploded into the bathtub, and black and orange wax went everywhere, and shards of glass were flying. I mean, it was like horrifying, but there was no fire. Thank God. Oh my gosh. So anyway, all that to say, and I won't apologize for this. It's just a good little message to send to friends and candle lovers everywhere. Please watch your candles. Do not leave them unattended. I kind of had this one unattended a little bit, but not to where I wouldn't be walking back and forth on occasion. And so therefore it was a non-event but it could have been a huge fire. I'm talking a full-blown house fire. So keep an eye on your candles. Try this one out if you would like. If you're so inclined, if you like melon scents, if you like cherry, raspberry, I don't know about that, but cherry chapstick lovers everywhere, listen up and try this candle. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun at least once. I don't know if I'd burn it again, but I will happily burn the 2 I have, and I'm glad I got it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are still listening, kudos to you for hanging in through my long dramatic storytelling there. Alrighty, have a good night everyone. Bye-bye.